Journey of Sacred Destiny, Part 11, The Motian Kingdom and the Pyramid. Mo Cai had reached marriageable age, but she evaluates nobles based on her brother's qualities and manners, and she hasn't found anyone she likes. However, she is still very happy to be with her brother, sister-in-law, and her cute nephew. Life is beautiful. A year later, the king of Jule, from a faraway land, sent a marriage proposal to the princess of Motian Kingdom. The emissary of the proposal brought generous gifts, as well as the king's portrait and letter. This event caused a great sensation in Motian Kingdom. When Mo Cai heard about it from her sister-in-law, she was calm, but when her brother talked about it, she felt a bit shy. Mo brought the portrait of to show his sister Mo Cai. Mo Cai examined the portrait of and deeply felt his broad-mindedness and genuine sincerity. Had a slight smile on his face, as if a flat boat slowly paddled into Mo Cai's heart. Mo Cai's gaze rested between Dila's eyebrows, feeling as if his eyes could speak and invite her to a warm country, promising to protect her for a lifetime. Suddenly, Mo Cai felt a mysterious emotion gripping her heart, an experience she had never had before. Mo looked at Mo Cai's expression and felt a sinking feeling in his heart, as if he had a premonition of something. He carefully examined the portrait as well. After a while, Mo Cai said to her brother,
"I feel like I've seen this portrait somewhere before. There is a strange sense of familiarity with this king. It's so strange."
Mo felt an indescribable emotion surging up in his heart when he heard this. He thought, "I regret bringing the portrait. I wish my sister did not feel anything. I really want her to find a suitable husband in our country." Mo thought for a moment and said,
"Sister, marriage is predetermined by fate. Let us go ask for God's will. The God will give us a sign."
The siblings went to the tower to worship God and received a sign that Dila and Mo Cai were destined to be together, and Mo Cai was to marry to Jule Kingdom. Mo did not think much about it and came back to prepare a dowry for Mo Cai. Mo Cai was reluctant to leave her country. Prior to her departure, she went to worship the goddess Momo. Mo Cai still felt that Momo was both sacred and kind. Momo had shown herself several times to save Mo Cai. Once, Mo Cai fell from a large tree and Momo gently held her up. Another time, while swimming in the sea, her legs suddenly went numb, and Momo brought her back to shore. There was also a time when Mo shot down a large bear while hunting, and Mo Cai thought the bear was dead, so she went closer to look. However, the bear suddenly stood up again, and everyone was panicked. Mo was scared to death at that moment. But then Mo Cai saw the goddess Momo in a white outfit appear and wave her hand, causing the bear to fall down. Mo Cai regarded Momo as a saint in her heart. After worshiping the spirits, the priest Gang took out a bracelet with many round wooden pieces on it, each decorated with beautiful floral and cloud patterns.
"This is a protective bracelet that has been blessed with divine power. I give it to the princess, hoping that you will wear it and never take it off."
Mo Cai was both happy and excited. She knelt in front of the priest and said,
"The bracelet has been blessed with divine power and your own spiritual energy. Your blessing is the best protection for me throughout my life. I humbly request that you personally put it on me. I want to keep it as a permanent memento and will never take it off."
After speaking, Mo Cai extended her right hand, and the priest put the bracelet on her wrist. Mo Cai caressed the bracelet with her hand, feeling as if she had obtained a rare treasure. Gang looked at Mo Cai and said,
"Stand up, clever princess, I have more to say."
Mo Cai stood up and looked at the priest. The priest spoke earnestly.
"The princess is about to marry a distant land. I hope that as the queen of the new country, you will be gentle and virtuous, devoutly worship the Buddha, and govern the country with maternal grace. You should not show off your talents or surpass your husband's wisdom. Managing the country is a man's job. I hope you will always follow the queen's example and remember my words. May my blessings always be with you."
Mo Cai understood the priest's words and the meaning behind them. and she took them to heart. When she left the temple, Mo Cai felt like she had grown up all at once. She was no longer the happy princess who followed her brother around, and she knew that her life was going to change dramatically. Mo La brought with her a generous dowry and personally escorted her sister to the border. At the moment of parting, Mo Cai shed tears. Mo La was very reluctant to see his sister leave, and when he saw Mo Cai crying, he felt a deep pain in his heart. Mo Cai married the king of Jule Kingdom in a distant land, where she was greeted by a procession led personally by the king. When he saw Mo Cai, the king Daila was overjoyed. He thought Mo Cai would be the most beautiful bride in the world. The feeling he got from Mo Cai was the same as the feeling he got from her portrait. The two of them felt no sense of strangeness when they were together, and their conversation was very pleasant. Along the way, Daila introduced Mo Cai to the system of laws and regulations, customs, and habits of Jule Kingdom. Daila told Mo Cai that his mother had died of illness when he was 10, and when he was 15, his father handed over the national affairs to him and entered the mountains to practice cultivation. Mo Cai listened and felt sympathetic. After arriving in the capital, Mo Cai rested in a palace near the royal palace. One day, accompanied by Daila, Mo Cai was surprised to hear him say with a smile,
"You are the most beautiful warrior to me."
Without thinking, Mo Cai blurted out,
I think you should say that I am the most beautiful bride in your heart.
Daila laughed and explained,
3 years ago, your name had already spread throughout the kingdom of Jule, and people talked about how heroic the siblings from Motian Kingdom were. At that time, I longed to see the princess's beauty. Later, based on other people's descriptions, I painted a portrait of you, with a wish in my heart to marry you. For this, I bathed and fasted, prayed fervently to the gods, hoping that my wish would come true. The portrait that was sent to Motian Kingdom was painted by me personally, and I poured my sincerity and wish into it, hoping to move you. After setting out for the proposal, I prayed to the gods every day, hoping for a successful proposal, and I was overjoyed when my wish came true. You will soon become the most beautiful bride in the kingdom of Jule, and I hope you will be happy.
Daila's sincere words moved Mo Cai, and tears slowly welled up in her eyes. She lowered her head and let the tears drop silently. The high priest of Jule Kingdom, Yu Chen, presided over the king's wedding. He felt that the queen was like a fairy and believed that her wisdom far exceeded her beauty. At the grand wedding ceremony, Daila's heart was filled with joy. He had married his beloved and hoped they would never be separated. After expressing his wish, Mo Cai saw 3 flowers appearing in the sky and thought it was an auspicious sign.